I first heard about the Toy Appeal around 4 years ago when my good friend Diane Quinn introduced me to the Appeal and also to Dee.
Toy Appeal was brought to my attention last year through a friend of mine called Melissa. She'd heard about the Toy Appeal and was working with Dee to try and see what she could do to get involved.
I went along to one of the toy sorts in December and I just thought it was amazing what all these people were doing and the work that went into it. And I don't ever actually recall Dee asking me to get involved. I just sort of came along and wanted to help out and just was drawn to it really because of the good work that they were doing.
So the Toy Appeal was started by my husband and I back in 2013, so we're now in our 5th year. And we did some work with the fabulous Sister Rita up at the Lally Centre in Collyhurst, and we recognised there was a need for someone to be providing toys to children in the region at Christmas. So Chris and I started the Toy Appeal way back then, and we started off helping 500 children, and it's just grown and grown and grown, and it's done that through the amazing support we get from businesses and individuals, but also from all the volunteers who come to help us. It's a massive task and we could never do it on our own. So through all that support we get, we've been able to get to 3,000 toy sacks this year.
The dedication from the volunteers starts not just on the day that we pack up the sacks. Dee and her team are working months in advance of that, and bringing it together on that day is just the end of a lot of hard work.
It's amazing to see the dedication with the volunteers. Many of them are parents themselves, so they're aware of what a special time Christmas is for children, and they just want to make it special.
So the volunteers, so the day packing the toys is just one day of many days. Dee creates the tags with her teams, yeah? She consolidates and organises the presents, and that's another day. Organises the stationery, the lists from all the social workers, consolidates them. Every time I've been part of any day that Dee's got involved in, it's just magic.
I think everybody so far who's been involved in the Toy Appeal, whether they're driving a van or making up a toy sack or making sandwiches to volunteers, they all get a massive sense of self-worth out of it. And I'll get texts on Christmas Day telling me I'm thinking about that child that we made up the toy sack for. Every single person who's involved always on Christmas Day takes a minute and they just think about all the children that they've helped and they've been a part of making Christmas for. And I think to know you're giving a child a Christmas who otherwise wouldn't be having a Christmas, and that child knows someone's cared and they haven't been forgotten by Santa just because they're living in poverty, is just such a warming feeling. And if people get involved for no other reason than that, then that's fantastic.
I have children of my own. I have 3 children. I've been blessed in life and had some good experiences in which my children now can enjoy that. And I think there's a lot of children out there who don't, and a lot of children out there don't get the opportunity to enjoy Christmas.
I think I appreciate that my children and I are blessed to be in the family that we're in, and some of these families that are in these situations that are underprivileged are in these situations through no fault of their own. And I think for me it's about giving a bit back. It's about wanting that experience for those children on Christmas morning that my children have.
Just being able to recreate that magic, you know, so your own children run around with the toys, and sometimes when we live in such a privileged part of the world you can become very blasé about that, but it's about giving every other child the opportunity to feel that magic.
So I can only imagine these little kids' faces when they receive these red sacks, from going from receiving nothing to this giant red sack full of presents. That represents love. I love you. That's what it says.
So for any child that's referred to us, the referrals come through via a school or a social worker, and we also take requests from drop-in centres where families are using the services such as food bank or credit union or debt advice. And for them to know they've got somewhere they can go and ask for help at Christmas, for me it's very rewarding for me. So when we get those requests in September, that's my commitment that we are going to give those children a toy sack at Christmas. And we make sure we get them out in time for December, about 2 weeks before Christmas, so the families can actually hold that bag and know they've got it.
I think the recipients must feel really happy that somebody cares about how they feel at Christmas. The fact that they can have new toys like a lot of the children they go to school with, and I'm sure that they are very grateful to the collective effort that goes into bringing those presents directly to them.
Hi, I'm Laura Emery. I volunteer at the Bideford Community Centre. I'm also a recipient for the parcels from the Toy Appeal. I've been a volunteer at the Bideford Community Centre now for 4 years. We got involved with the charity last year. There's quite a lot of things that we've done towards the charity. We've collected teddy bears, we've collected toys and things like that. We also, me and Kirsty, went to Manchester to help unpack all the boxes and everything, and it was just a fantastic thing. When I actually split it up with my partner, we were together 26 years, and I didn't know what I was going to do, where I was going to get it, or anything else. And then Kirsty told me all about the appeal, and it was just a weight lifted off my shoulder. There's no words can actually express how grateful I was for them things for my boy. Yeah. It's hard to say that you can't afford it, but please don't be afraid. Just go, because there's people there that can help you. You don't have to sit with nothing at all on Christmas Day. Yeah, get your hands in your pockets and give her some money.
Give a child a Christmas.
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 Give a child a Christmas. Come on, you can do it. Dig deep.